Hey guys, JT here, back with another video. Now, the last few videos have all been about the different steps in installing my heat pump. But the one thing you've all been asking for is, how much did it cost? Well, stay tuned because we're about to dig into the figures. I just want to start by saying thank you to everybody who has left kind words, comments, even those of you that put comments into the recent video saying it was all a scam, because it all adds up to the algorithm. It loves comments. So thank you very much. They've been some incredibly successful videos. It's obviously content that people like to engage with. So today we're going to talk about the money side of things. How much did it cost? How much was the initial quote? What was the difference to what I paid finally? What did it all work out to? So this all started back in October when I approached Octopus for a quote. I'd had a couple of quotes from other companies, from HeatGeek and a few other people, just to sort of get a level playing field. But by far, Octopus not only were significantly cheaper, they were also going to be the shortest to install, and they were the ones that installed close to what I actually thought I wanted. A lot of people said, no, you can't do that, you have to have this, because this is the product we supply. But Octopus were the company that I decided to go with. Now, Octopus gave me an initial quote of £11,453.30. Now that sounds like a lot of money, especially when, if you're thinking about replacing a gas boiler, you'd be looking at somewhere in the £3,000 to maybe £4,000 for a gas boiler with a new hot water cylinder and all the necessary works that go around that. Now, I'm sure you can get it cheaper. Everyone will already be writing in the comments that their gas boiler cost them £600. This is just what I've been led to believe from people that I know in the plumbing trade. In fact, my wife works in the plumbing trade, so I know a lot of plumbers. This is the kind of quotes that they told me it would cost to get it done properly. So of that £11,453.30, £7,500 of that is covered by the bus scheme. Now, that doesn't mean bus as in double-decker. That's the boiler upgrade scheme. So this is the government grant scheme that contributes towards the cost of getting a heat pump installed if you're replacing a gas boiler. Now, depending on who you go with, you may have to apply for this yourself. There might be paperwork involved. Octopus took care of everything. They literally submitted the paperwork on my behalf. I received an email from the government scheme just saying somebody's applied for this on your behalf. Do you agree? Can you please sign here and send it back? Did that. That took one day. So £7,500 of cost was covered by the boiler upgrade scheme. Then, literally the day after I got my quote from Octopus, they got in touch and said, hey, there's a new scheme. If you have your heat pump installed by the end of November, we'll take a further £250 off the price. So I obviously wanted my heat pump installed as soon as possible, so there was another £250 off. I then paid a £200 deposit. They then sent around the person that does the survey. We got the detailed survey of the property, measurements of all the heat loss from all of the rooms, and they gave me a report back on that with a breakdown of what the install was going to cost. At that point, there were no changes to the initial quote. The initial quote still held, and I was looking at paying a final balance of £3,503.30. So obviously my total would have been £3,703.30, including the £200 deposit. So one of the jobs that I had to take care of myself that wasn't covered by Octopus and work that they couldn't do for me was to get the pumps for my shower replaced. Now, my showers are Aqualisa quartz digital showers, and because we have an unpressurized cylinder, they're pumped. So they pump the water out of the cylinder into the shower heads. Obviously, moving to a pressurized cylinder means that we don't need the pumps, because the water actually is coming out of my shower at about 2 to 2.5 bar, which is more than enough for a shower. In fact, a very, very nice shower it gives you. So the processors with the pumps in wouldn't work with the pressurized cylinder, so we had to swap those out. So I got in touch with Aqualisa. They said, yep, we've got a different model that you will need. It is a simple process. You literally unclip the old one, plug the new one in, everything will work as planned. So I ordered 2 of those at £390 each. Now that sounds a lot of money for a shower, because you can go and buy a mirror or something like that, electric shower, but obviously these use water from the hot water cylinder, so there's no 9 kilowatt heater in the shower or anything like that. It's just using your hot water to deliver showers, and they are brilliant. They are fantastic showers, so I was more than happy to pay that. But that did add £390 times 2 to the bill. So we also added the energy monitor that you saw in a previous video to the consumer unit for the heat pump. That was a Shelly Pro EM50. I ordered that from Amazon. That came in at £78.12. The final cost for my heat pump that I had to pay was £4,361.42. Now that sounds like a lot of money, and to some people that is an enormous amount of money and probably puts it out of the reach of most people. So I am in a fortunate position that I can afford to do the work, and obviously the £7,500 grant from the government was one of the big factors that sort of helped me decide that this was the right time to do that. This has now all been paid. Octopus have their money. I'm very happy with my heat pump, and I think for £4,000 to move away from gas to electricity to heat my house and my hot water seems to me to be a good investment. And the main reason for that is for 9 months of the year, I generate all my own electricity. So therefore, for 9 months of the year, not only can I run my entire house, including the heat pump, I can generate enough excess electricity and sell it back to Octopus that the cost of running the heat pump during the winter, if I can't supply enough power from my batteries, then I will take it from the credits on my account that I earned during the summer, effectively bringing me to a net zero energy bill for the year. So if you are interested in getting a heat pump from Octopus, then please do check out the description below. There is a referral code in there, and you'll get £100 off your heat pump, and I'll also receive £100 credit for referring you. If you're interested in just changing to Octopus, I'm surprised that there's still anybody in the UK who is not with Octopus. With all their different smart tariffs, they are one of the best energy providers around. But if you are interested in changing, then please do use the referral code that's up on the screen and in the description below. And we can both share £100. You will get £50 off your first bill, and I'll get £50 credit onto mine as well. I hope this breakdown of costs has been useful. As I say, everybody's going to be different. Every house is going to be different. You're all going to get different numbers. So don't take my numbers and think this is what mine's going to cost. But pay the £200 deposit, get the survey done. That will give you a fixed cost that you know you're going to be working to then. And it also means that if you then decide, hey, I don't want to do this, this is too expensive, or it's not for me, then you can get your £200 back from Octopus. It is completely refundable. I hope this has been useful. If it has, please do hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help me grow the channel. And I will see you back here for another video real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.